Entire neighborhoods were swallowed overnight, cars stacked like toys, families clinging to rooftops as a wall of water tears through the Texas Hill Country. This isn't a scene from a disaster movie, it's real, and it happened in hours. Across the nation, chaos is spreading. Floods, hurricanes, earthquakes. America is being hit by disaster after disaster, and experts are warning. What's coming next could be even worse. In just the past 30 days, 3 catastrophes have ripped across the United States, leaving us with a terrifying question. Is this the new normal or the opening act of something bigger? Stay with us, because what we found will change the way you think about the ground under your feet and the storms over your head. The night of July 4th, 2025, began like any other in Kerr County, Texas. But by dawn, the Guadalupe River had transformed into a raging torrent. Entire neighborhoods were swallowed overnight. Cars were stacked like toys. Families clung to rooftops in raging currents. In the early hours of July 5th, the Hill Country experienced its deadliest inland flooding event since the 1976 Big Thompson River flood. At least 135 people lost their lives, with 117 confirmed dead in Kerr County alone. Among the victims were 37 children, including 20 from a summer camp in Hunt. The floodwaters rose so rapidly that many had no chance to escape. The tragedy has left communities shattered, families grieving, and officials scrambling to understand how such a disaster could unfold so swiftly. The question on everyone's mind: could this happen again? Meteorologists have identified a phenomenon known as the training effect as a key factor in the disaster. This occurs when multiple storms move over the same area in quick succession, like freight cars on the same tracks. In this case, a mesoscale convective vortex, combined with moisture from the remnants of Tropical Storm Barry and Eastern Pacific systems, stalled over central Texas. The result? Up to 20.33 inches of rain in some areas in just a few hours. This relentless rainfall overwhelmed the Guadalupe River, causing it to rise 22 feet in less than an hour. The swift onset of flooding caught many off guard, especially in areas like Hunt and Kerrville, where residents were unprepared for such rapid inundation. At the HTR TX Hill Country Resort in Kerrville, families were asleep when the floodwaters struck. The RVs and mobile homes were swept away, leaving behind only debris and devastation. Among the victims were Jada Floyd, a 22-year-old juvenile probation officer, and her fiancé, Bailey Martin. Jada reportedly saved Martin's teenage step-siblings before she and others were swept away. Only the teens survived. Elsewhere, entire families were torn apart. The Burgess family from Liberty, Texas, was camping near the Guadalupe River when they were swept by floodwaters. Their 8-year-old daughter, Jenna, was staying at a nearby summer camp and survived. John and Julia Burgess, both 39, and their 2 young children, James and John Vifi, were among the confirmed dead. As the floodwaters receded, the devastation was clear, but while Texas drowned, another monster was forming offshore, one that would change everything for the East Coast. The Outer Banks of North Carolina, normally a serene stretch of barrier islands, but on August 19th it is transformed into a battleground. Highway 12, the lifeline connecting Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands to the mainland, is submerged under a relentless surge of ocean water. Massive waves, some towering over 20 feet, crash against the coastline, eroding dunes and flooding homes. Evacuations are underway, but for many, it's already too late. In Rodanthe, residents watch helplessly as the sea encroaches upon their homes, some already on the brink of collapse. Despite being hundreds of miles offshore, Hurricane Aaron's immense size and power are wreaking havoc along the coast. The storm's wind field stretches an astonishing 265 miles from its center, generating hazardous conditions across a broad region. But here's the twist. Hurricane Aaron shouldn't even exist this strong, this fast. Meteorologists are stunned by its rapid intensification, a phenomenon that has become more frequent in recent years. In just 24 hours, Aaron's winds increased by over 85 miles per hour, a rate that defies historical records. So, what fuels this unprecedented storm? The answer lies beneath the ocean's surface. As global temperatures rise due to climate change, ocean waters warm,